So here's what's up, Box here, and welcome to a different kind of video, and a very special video actually, because the guys over at BenQ very kindly sent us out this BenQ EX2303R gaming monitor. And the special thing about this monitor is it's been designed for sort of sim racing. So those of you who enjoy GT Sport, iRacing, F1 2019, maybe a bit of Dirt Rally 2, or even, do I dare say it, Forza. Is Forza a simulator? I'm not really too sure. But anyway, they're the sort of games that are going to be probably most enjoyed on this monitor. So what I've done, I've had a go with it. I've been using it on PC, and it is actually a 2K monitor, so not quite a 4K monitor, but I don't think this monitor really needs to be 4K, but I'll get into the details of the review a little bit later on. But as I was saying, I've been using this on the PC. I've tested it on multiple different games, tested it on Dirt Rally 2. I haven't got any footage of that in this video, but Dirt Rally 2 looks incredible on it. And then another Codemasters game, F1 2019, which you've seen a lot on the channel. So the whole time I've been doing F1 career mode, it's been on this monitor, and I tell you what, the monitor is absolutely lovely. It's made a huge difference to my pace on the game as well. I mean, the AI have been made a lot harder, but this monitor's probably allowed me to keep up a bit, because, you know, I'm not as sharp as I used to be on the F1 games, but this monitor has definitely made it a lot easier, and the game looks absolutely phenomenal on that monitor. So I've also been playing MotoGP 19 on it. So this is more aimed at more sim racing. So I don't know if MotoGP would be classed as a sim racing game. I mean, it's a motorbike game, but it tends to be the car games that are classed as sim racing. But anyway, MotoGP looks absolutely awesome on this monitor. So they're just a few of the games I tested it out on. I haven't got iRacing anymore, so I haven't been able to test it on that. But I do have a PS4, and I have tried Gran Turismo Sport on there, and it again, this monitor is just mind-blowing. It for someone like myself who usually plays like PS4, tend to play it on just a 1080p TV, and then come around to look at what the game like GT Sport and F1 look like on PS4 on this new monitor. It's like a step up. It's like I've upgraded from PS4 to the PS4 Pro, say, for example. But obviously only a 2K monitor, so it doesn't support 4K. So let's rambling on about the games I've tested this monitor on. Let's talk a little bit more about the monitor. So you can pick the monitor up if you're in the UK. You can pick it up from Amazon, Currys, those sort of places, for about £430. I've seen it online at the minute. So depending on how you view it, it can be quite pricey. But I think for this product, and comparing it to the price of some other monitors in the market as well, I'd say this is quite competitively priced. I mean, BenQ do some really nice monitors, and this is definitely up there. It is a 32-inch panel, a VA panel, so it is also curved as well, so you got the 1800R curvature. So on these bigger monitors at like 32 inches, if you have a flat one, if you've ever seen them, they you lose a bit of clarity in the corners, because it's curved just brings it in a little bit, and makes it look absolutely phenomenal. So really impressed with the curved monitor. I was a bit unsure of curved monitors at first, until obviously this is the first time I've ever used one, and I can tell you what, I could definitely tell the difference. I don't think I'd ever go back to a flat panel, especially for something like sim racing. It just immerses you in the game a little bit more, especially if you're using like a wheel, or even a proper sim rig. You look even good on that, but I don't have a sim rig. I just use the Logitech G29 wheel. I tell you what, it does half throw you a bit more into the game, and absolutely love using the wheel with that monitor. Really gets you involved, and you almost feel like you're there. It is also a HDR monitor, so the colors just look that a little bit more deeper, a bit more vibrant, a bit brighter, and so a good amount of depth. It's also 1440 Hertz refresh rate, so really smooth on the eye. This monitor does support AMD FreeSync 2. I unfortunately weren't able to test this out, because I don't have an AMD graphics card. I've got an Nvidia one, so we weren't able to try out FreeSync. But I've researched online a little bit about how this monitor works with FreeSync, and I've heard good things. But go check it out for yourself online about the AMD FreeSync support for this monitor. So in the box then, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get a power cable, and you're going to get a HDMI cable, mini display to display port, and then a USB-C cable as well. So you get everything you need in the box really. But before I go any further, probably the only two negatives I found with this monitor really relate to what you get in the box and that sort of thing. So the first thing, which I really don't like, is the power brick, and it is absolutely huge. It's like going back to the Xbox 360 where they had the huge power brick. And it's more of just a first world problem really. I mean, the problem is where you're going to put it. If you're trying to keep your setup nice and neat and you got this huge power brick, where you're going to put it? I'm lucky enough that I can just shove it under the desk, but I imagine there's people out there spending that much money on this monitor and then you get a huge power brick. There's obviously a reason why BenQ have had to have a huge power brick. I'm not too sure because I'm not that technical, but if it was possible to get a smaller power brick, then that'd be even better. But that's the first negative that I found with this monitor. And the second one is the fact that the mounting kit for the wall is optional. So as standard, you can't mount this monitor to the wall. You have to purchase the optional extra kit, which I haven't seen it, but it just allows you to mount it to the wall. So they're the only two negatives. I mean, the first monitor they sent me out was actually it was faulty. I couldn't get to work, but the guys over at BenQ very, very quickly responded with technical support, trying to see if they get to work, and then in the end we couldn't get to work, so they sent out a new monitor very swiftly. So if you do experience faults with your monitor, then I can vouch for BenQ and say that they are very, very good with their customer support. I was very, very impressed, especially since I'm based in the UK and it was being shipped out from the Netherlands, I believe it was, and the replacement came pretty quick, and they took the faulty one away as well. So top-notch customer support from BenQ, so you can always rely on them if anything goes wrong or you're unsure with anything on your monitor. So top marks for them. But let's get into the positives then of this monitor, my favourite features of the monitor, because I've got the negatives out of the way. There's only two of them. So my first favourite thing about this monitor is the design of the monitor. I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic from the footage you can see. I've just got some F1 and some MotoGP clips going on in the background, but it's pretty much a bezel-less sort of design. I mean, the bevels around the edge, they are there, but they're very minimalistic, and it looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, you can see slightly in the clips that I've got my old monitor to the right, and it just looks so much prettier, this new one. It looks so good. In terms of the design as well, there's also the aluminium stand at the bottom, which looks really nice, almost like a chrome effect stand. And around the back there is a nice cable management on the stand, so there's a little hole where you can feed all your cables through the back. It just helps with cable management, just makes your desk look a little bit cleaner. So I'm not the best at cable management, but that has definitely helped. And the screen size is, like I said, it's 32-inch, nice and big, so you can get your wheel out, do some sim racing, and then you can even sit back at a distance, chill, play some PS4 games, like non-racing games. So it really is quite a versatile monitor. And one of the biggest things which surprised me as well, this monitor, was how good it was for like productivity tasks. So as a YouTuber, I mean, I'm making thumbnails, and the colours look fantastic on the thumbnails. You can really see the range of different colours, and the editing of the videos as well. I mean, being a bigger resolution as well, that helps. You can fit more on your screen, but also just the sharpness of and the clarity of the picture, it just helps. It just made it more efficient and actually more enjoyable to edit videos and thumbnails on. So that's one thing that really did surprise me about this monitor, is how good it is at like video editing, Photoshop, and all that sort of thing. So I was really impressed with that as well. That was a nice little additional benefit. So the next thing I really enjoyed about the monitor was the amount of ports there were for this monitor, and the different types of support that you can get. So you got HDMI, obviously your main one probably going to use, but if you want to use the 2K, you're probably going to want to use, especially if it's on PC, the display port if you can. That's what I use, and it looks so much nicer. HDMI I think only supports up to 1080p if I'm correct. I can get to work any higher resolution, but you've got a couple of HDMI ports on the back, so you can plug in your PlayStation, plug in your PC, which is what I have it hooked up at the minute. There's also a headphone jack you can plug directly into the back. There's USB 3.1 socket, and there's also a USB-C. And now I've never seen a USB-C port on a monitor before, and that's probably my naivety, so I was really pleased with that, because my phone is USB-C as well, so it's nice to see other peripherals using that format. So the next thing I really enjoy is the HDR, and the HDR support from this monitor. It just makes the image look so much nicer. You just get that brighter pop of colours, deeper darks, that sort of thing. And if you haven't ever used HDR compared to just your standard image, then give it a go, and you won't want to not use HDR in the future. Even just look at like screenshots online of HDR. It just looks really nice, and especially on racing games. So like the McLaren I use in career mode, just the orange looks so good, the tires look so nice, the black ever so slightly different shades of black on the tires just makes it look that little bit more realistic. So overall, really impressed with the colours. Really impressed with the resolution and the clarity of the image. The curved edges really does help as well with that immersive experience. So to wrap this video up then, I just want to give my final thoughts on the monitor. So it's been an absolute pleasure to review and test this monitor, and really share it with you guys. So thanks to the guys over at BenQ, really appreciate it, and hope you guys have enjoyed this video as well. But just to summarize, the monitor, like I say, 32-inch 2K monitor, 1800R curvature, and it's you can't have to tell. They're really the main points for me. The HDR for the colours, good depth of colours, good range of colours as well. So if the scene in the game has a bit of like sun glare off the car, but it's also got some shadows and stuff from the trees at the side of the track, you can really notice a good range of colours there, and it just looks so nice. I mean, you just have to experience it for yourself. I don't think the clips in this video do it justice, because it's difficult to record the image quality of a monitor on like a phone or a camera. So you guys just have to go check it out for yourself. I mean, I would highly recommend this, even if you are just into sim racing. This is the monitor that I get. I mean, I'm not a pro sim racer or anything like that. I just enjoy some casual sim racing games like F1, GT Sport, that sort of thing. Don't take it very seriously, but do enjoy a good experience with those sort of games. Enjoyed it on MotoGP as well. Most of you guys probably here for the MotoGP content, so if you are looking to get a monitor purely for performance, I would highly recommend this. I mean, I probably wouldn't go for a 4K monitor just yet. I'd stick with something like this, and it's not going to break the bank either compared to other monitors on the market. But yeah, that's pretty much been it for me for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed the different style of video today, and this is the first ever review I've done of a product, so hopefully it's giving you a good insight into this product. I'll summarize it below in the description as well, and I'll drop a few links to the product and BenQ's website as well, so you guys can check it out for yourself. And once again, thank you to BenQ for making this video possible, and for now, I will see you guys in the next one.